Once upon a time, there was a beggar who used to sit by the roadside and ask for alms. Some people gave him money, while others ignored him and walked away. Nobody ever asked him any questions about his life. But one day, while he was begging as usual, a well dressed man in a suit passed by. The beggar thought, "This man looks rich. He might give me a good amount of money." So he stopped the man and said, "Sir, please give me something." The man looked at beggar kindly and replied, "I'm in a hurry. I don't have time." The beggar insisted, "Sir, please give me something." The man took out 5 rupees and handed it to the beggar. And then he asked the beggar, "Do you always take from people, or do you ever give something to others?" Saying this, the man walked away. The beggar was confused and started thinking that what did he mean by that? Does not he see that I am a beggar? What can I possibly give to anyone? He felt hurt and insulted. That night, as he lay in a small, broken hut, he kept thinking about the man's words. He wondered, why is this question bothering me so much? I have nothing to give, but is there something I can offer that does not cost money? And then, the next morning, as he went out to beg again, he saw the same man. The beggar quickly approached him. The man asked, "You beg again? Do you want more money?" The beggar replied, "Yes, sir, but first I want to ask you something. Yesterday, you asked me if I ever give anything to others. Why did you ask that question?" The man smiled and said, "It is the law of nature. If we inhale air, we must also exhale it. Life is about both giving and receiving, but you only take. Are you truly living or just surviving?" The beggar thought deeply about this and asked himself, "Is there anything I can give?" After thinking for a long time, he came up with an idea. "I may not have money, but I can give something that is free." He decided that from now on, whenever someone gave him money, he would give them a flower in return. He went to the nearby gardens and collected flowers. The next day, whenever someone gave him alms, he gave them a flower. To his surprise, people smiled when they received the flowers. Seeing their happiness, he felt good. It was the first time in his life that he felt he was giving something to others. A few days later, he thought, "People love flowers. Why don't I grow my own flowers near my hut?" So he started planting rose bushes outside his hut. In a few months, his small garden was full of beautiful roses. He picked the roses and took them with him while begging. And then one day, a woman saw the flowers and asked, "How much do these roses cost?" The beggar was confused. He had never thought about selling them. After a short pause, he replied, "10 rupees per rose." The woman smiled and said, "Wow, such a beautiful rose for just 10 rupees. I will take one." The beggar was amazed. He realized something important. Now, I'm not begging, I'm selling flowers. People are paying me because I'm giving them something in return. He was no longer a beggar, he had become a seller. Day by day, more people came to buy his roses. Soon, he had enough money to buy better clothes and eat good food. He started growing more flowers and selling them in nearby markets. Over time, his business grew and he became a successful businessman. And one day, while he was selling flowers, he saw the same well-dressed man walking by. The beggar turned businessman ran toward him and shouted, "Sir, sir!" The man stopped and looked at him. "Do you need money again?" The former beggar smiled and said, "No, sir, I don't need alms anymore. I'm no longer a beggar. I'm a businessman now." The man was surprised and happy. "That's wonderful. How did this happen?" The businessman replied, "Sir, it all happened because of you. No one had ever asked me that question before. Your words made me think, and that thought changed my life. If you had not asked me that question, I would still be begging today." The man smiled and said, "I never imagined that my simple words would have such an impact. I'm happy for you." He then bought a rose and paid for it and walked away with a smile. And the businessman watched him leave, feeling grateful. This story teaches that we should use our minds fully, because only by thinking and using our intelligence can we move forward in our life. Every problem has a solution, but between the problem and the solution, there is a person's way of thinking. It is this thinking that helps a person move ahead and achieve success in life. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit like button, and for more such stories, subscribe to our channel. Thank you and stay positive.